Nestled in the heart of the Pacific Ocean, surrounded by misty waters, lay a remote island, known for its beauty and mystery. This island was home to a luxurious resort that, every Easter weekend, hosted a grand celebration. Little did the guests know, they were about to become part of a terrifying legend. For centuries, locals whispered about an ancient Easter monster that roamed the island. Legend had it that every century, the monster would awaken from its slumber to feast on unsuspecting visitors. It was said that the island was cursed, doomed to be the monster's hunting ground. As Easter weekend approached, guests from around the world arrived at the resort, eager to participate in the festivities. The resort was adorned with colorful decorations, and the air was filled with excitement. As the weekend progressed, strange occurrences began to unsettle the guests. They reported hearing eerie noises at night and seeing shadowy figures darting among the trees. The resort staff dismissed these claims as mere pranks or figments of the imagination. On Easter Sunday, as the guests gathered for the grand Easter egg hunt, the monster emerged from the depths. It was a grotesque creature, covered in moss and seaweed, with glowing red eyes that pierced the darkness. Chaos ensued as the monster began its rampage, hunting down the guests and staff with relentless determination. Panic spread like wildfire as people ran for their lives, desperate to escape the clutches of the monster. Amidst the chaos, a small group of survivors banded together, determined to uncover the truth behind the monster's existence. They discovered ancient runes that spoke of the curse that had befallen the island, and the ritual that could banish the monster back to its slumber. Armed with this knowledge, the survivors set out to find the relics needed for the ritual. They ventured deep into the heart of the island, facing treacherous terrain and obstacles along the way. After a harrowing journey, they finally found the relics and returned to the resort. As the survivors prepared for the final confrontation, they were confronted by the resort's owner, who revealed a shocking truth. The resort had been built on the site of an ancient temple dedicated to the Easter monster. The owner, driven by greed, had disturbed the temple, unwittingly awakening the monster. Filled with remorse, the owner offered to help the survivors perform the ritual to banish the monster. Together, they performed the ancient ceremony, using the relics to weaken the monster and send it back to its slumber. As the monster disappeared beneath the waves, the island was engulfed in a peaceful silence. The survivors, exhausted but relieved, gathered on the beach to watch the sunrise. As they sailed away from the island, they knew that the legend of the Easter Isle terror would live on. But they also knew that they had faced their fears and emerged victorious, stronger and more united than ever before. Days turned into weeks, and weeks turned into months. The survivors returned to their lives, forever changed by their experience on the island. But as Easter approached once again, they couldn't shake the feeling that the monster may one day return. And return it did. Exactly 1 year later, on Easter Sunday, reports began to surface of strange happenings on the island. The resort had been rebuilt, and a new group of guests had arrived to celebrate Easter. But this time, the survivors were prepared. They had formed a secret society dedicated to monitoring the island and ensuring that the monster never awoke again. As they watched from afar, they knew that they were the island's guardians, protecting future generations from the Easter Isle terror. And so, as the sun set on the island once again, casting long shadows over the deserted beach, the survivors knew that their work was not yet done. But they also knew that as long as they stood together, they could face any challenge that came their way. For they were the guardians of the Easter Isle, and nothing could ever break their bond. As they sailed away from the island, they knew that they would always carry a piece of it with them, and they knew that, no matter where life took them, they would always be connected by the shared experience of the Easter Isle terror.